Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to more Last Dream World Unknown. After beating the Cyclops spider last episode, there is a new costume. It is Cyclops. It is the default costume, but with only one eye, which just looks weird when you've looked at this for so long. The default in making the characters, and if you played Last Dream, your character looked this way, but you can have just one eye. And you see how that looks for each character. It only works with the default costume. So it's the default costume. Oh wow, this is a nice touch of detail. Give credit where credit is due. Cyclops for the hunter. Look at the goggles. It only has just one. Where you see goggles for two eyes, goggle for one eye. That's a nice bit of detail. Gotta give credit there for sure. It's the things like that. I don't remember if I mentioned this. It was during. I might have mentioned this during a Nier stream, Nier Automata stream, or if I mentioned it here, I don't remember. But it's little details like that that make me smile and show that they care, that the people that made the game cared about it. I think I said this during a Nier Automata stream, now that I think about it. Just some of the details in that game are fantastic. That's a AAA Square Enix game. This, indie RPG. But you can tell when just attention to detail, it matters. Does it matter on the grand scheme of things of how great a game is? No, because that goes to story, that goes to gameplay, music, things like that. But it shows that the creators cared, and that's a really good just attention to detail. And I hope you appreciate that. Oh, I didn't show off everybody. Okay, there is the white mage. Oh, the visor. That's actually not a bad look. Looks kind of cool. So there you go, if you would like to use the Cyclops. And we'll get more as we defeat those enemies. So, as we defeat hunts, I think is how we'll get those. Maybe some bosses as well. Like some story bosses. Okay, what do we have here? That's not the forest, right? Or is it the forest? Map. Yeah, that is the hidden forest. But now it's a, I thought it was a tree. Hi. Oh no, this is it's something different. The trade route bridge is out due to the recent earthquake. Unfortunately, the only bridge builders skilled enough to repair the bridge live in Westonia. They aren't expected to arrive for several weeks. I still want to take a look up here. This is why we explore anyway. Recipe for a golden helm. That could be cool. What do we need for that? Mix an emerald helm with 3 golden dragon fangs. That sounds hard and mean. 3 scourge stingers also sounds mean, and 3 bullhorns, which we have bullhorns. No, we have behemoth horns. That's right, we don't have bullhorns. Probably also mean. But we have the recipe, that's what matters. So more on that later. The hidden forest was down there, right? No? A little further up. Mutated slimes. And a scar. Breeze! That one's new. So a wind attack. Alright. Super critical. You're done. Four foul slime. Anything here? No? Okay. Alright, we're gonna journey to the tower. And see what awaits us up here. Now, we want to take a good look around. Nice snow effect. Cool. Like that. Then when we leave, does the snow end? Well, we're technically still there. Kind of got caught halfway between moving to the next spot. That's cool. I like the little snow effect. That's neat. Attack, guard, and wind. I don't know what these enemies are weak to. Alright. Not too much left. Don't accidentally use a good item. Six behemoth horns. And then it stops. That's cool. That's cool. Little things like that I try to appreciate in games. It doesn't, like, they don't make a bad game good, and they don't make a good game bad if they don't have them, but it can make a good game just that much better. Hope that makes sense. Frost Wolf. Let me take a guess. I think this will go really well. Strength of the Pack. 3 hits, it looks like. And Fire 8. Yep, that's about what I expected. Though I kind of expected a little more damage. May not be weak to fire. Oh, we have Frost Wolf pelts now. It's going to be important for us to fight enemies as well, to get crafting materials. Refreshing elixir. Anything else here? Hi. You're a long way from Rockwood, friend. Few people love fishing enough to venture this close to the frozen tower. Glad to meet a fellow fishing aficionado. Would you like to buy some bait? Sure. Ice water bait allows you to catch fish in near freezing conditions. Sure. Buy 5 of those. Oh, we need a fishing spear now. Alright. We will have to we'll have to come back here for that one. Okay. But we have the bait on us anyway. Instead of going around the mountains, you can tunnel to the other side. Again, just saving you some time. Engineer shortcut. And who knows, maybe while you're in the tunnel, because you may actually take the tunnel, you could find some treasure while you're there. Not sure. I don't know how the engineering tunnel works. I haven't used an engineer. And I don't have one in the party. Oh yeah, no problem. We don't need burn spells on this. I should have used osmosis though, and got some MP back. Too late for this fight. Okay. Welcome to the Frozen Tower, but we're going to take one more fight out here, see if there's something other than snow wolves. Then we'll venture inside. Frost Wolf emerged. Alright, now we have 4 of them, so... Oh, so much for getting mana, but we will fire. Straight to the back. And so they didn't all drop the Snow Wolf pelt. Only 3 of the 4, because I think we're getting 2 apiece. Okay. No money. They don't have any money on them. Let's use... Heal 1. Probably not the most mana efficient way I went over that. Still gotta get a feel for what I want to cast when. Aldrin Tower Gate. Guard against the dark plague of foul zombified beasts. This gate must remain securely locked at all times. Great. Which means we go through the tower. Alright. Let's go fight some zombies. Future travelers be warned. Beasts residing about this tower can inflict something foul we have named zombification. Our noble elven warriors, so afflicted, have found newly vulnerable to holy magic and harmed by attempted healing. So this tells you weaknesses of zombie and just undead in general in not only this RPG, but lots of RPGs. This is something to keep in mind. Just keep this in mind. Undead you can sometimes hurt with healing magic. So if you don't have holy spells in the RPG that you're playing, you can try blasting them with a healing spell instead. And sometimes that could do a ton of damage. Or if you do have holy magic, like Finn does in World Unknown here, use that. Undead are highly vulnerable to holy magic. May you heed this counsel and be well in your travels. Cendril, first medical mage of the Aldrin Tower. Haunted Soul emerged. Phantom Wyvern emerged. Oh, new music, alright. Heaven's Light is what we'll end up using. And we're gonna have to keep an eye on MP, because it is expensive. So what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to osmosis. This could be risky. Sometimes when you try to drain from an undead enemy, you end up not draining MP. They end up draining MP from you. It's just a thing like that's with undead. Like instead of healing, like healing hurts them, draining can end up healing them instead of you. Kind of like opposites. So again, this could be a bit risky, but we'll give it a try. Or not, depending on how much this does. Heaven's Light. Bye. Again, holy magic works. 2,208 SP. No money. But we are getting drops that we sell for money or use for crafting. A lot of EXP though. Look at that. 27k. So we'll level up a few times in here, probably. 5 Hunted Essence, 5 Phantom Wings. An inscription is carved into the stone. It reads, the Aldrin Tower construction began in 31,253 FK. Construction completed in 31,261 FK. So it took 8 years. Dedicated to the memory of Inner 33rd King of the Elven Nation of Holdren. Okay. We could go outside the tower, or we could go further down. Or we could go up. Alright, let's... we'll go... I think up is probably how we want to go. Let's go down, and then outside, and then through. Let's see what we have in here. To protect our valued treasures from the beasts that rarely invade the lower levels of Aldrin Tower, Honor has commanded the construction of a labyrinth that only sentient beings can navigate. Sentient, huh? Well, we'll see if I'm smart enough to navigate it. The labyrinth uses the elven numerals of our ancestors to prevent the likelihood that the lesser minds of the humans or goblins may navigate the proper path. Timor, Master Architect of the Aldrin Tower. Great. Well, I don't speak Elven in this world. 2 + 3. Oh, they're just going to use Roman numerals? That would be great. But it's Elven. Sorry, it's Elven. So, 5? The original inscription on the stone has been completely worn away with the passage of time. It appears that a later treasure hunter has chiseled in some instructions regarding Elven numerals. Okay, cool. But it's Elven. It's not Roman numerals. It is Elven. It's totally Elven. So, of course, I is 1, V is 5, X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, M is 1,000. And then, of course, smaller numerals subtract one on the left. If you don't know how to read Roman numerals, though, this is a primer on how to do that. Sorry, Elven numerals. I guess I do speak some Elven, then. So, like it says here, we know V is 5, right? Well, if a smaller number appears on the left, you subtract from it. So because I, which is 1, is smaller than V, which is 5, you subtract 1 from the 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Same thing with 9. 10 minus 1 is 9. L is 50, V is 5, but V is on the left. So 50 minus 5 is 45. That's how you read it. So this is saying 2 plus 3, so which is 5. 1 cash! Woo! Papers are weathered from the passage of time, but still legible. This labyrinth confounds me. I believe the legend left by the famous Lionel is the key to the puzzle, but I don't understand the encoding. May some future treasure hunter fare far better than I. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay, 1 cash. 2 cash, alright. Getting better. Get your math on. Okay. LXIV. So 54 or 60, 50. I'm trying to break this up. L, which is 50, plus 10 is 60. Then there's the IV. So it's not plus 1 plus 5. That would give you 56, but that's not right. Because I comes before V, we know that's 4. Because we read that, that's 4. So it's 50 plus 10 plus 4. That's 64. Divided by 8. 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That's 8. So 64 divided by 8. 8. No. Yes. Yeah, I'm doubting myself, and I shouldn't have myself. It's 8. If it gets any more tough than that, I may have to either get a pencil and paper because I'm old school, or go get my phone, which is on the charger, and get a calculator. I have pencil and paper beside me for notes and things like that, like times and for the recording. 6, 7, 8. So we'll go through that door, but let's read some of these. Here lies razor-tongued Tordinar, with wit so sharp an emblazoned blade soon found his back. Sounds like his wit was a little too sharp and tipped somebody off. Abel Abret, August author of alliterative anthologies. So Abel Abret, August author of alliterative anthologies. I know I'm saying that wrong, but it's alliteration, which is the same, using the same letter at the start of every word. Because you need to throw that in there so it makes sense. But the rest is A. See how it starts with A? Very clever. Clever. Rest in peace, inquisitive Inalos. May the resounding goings on within this grand tower echo in your internal ear. Righteous Ruth, you stood paramount against the zombified beast of the tundra. Malin of the Mason cut, carved, and carried this very stone of his eternal rest. Because he's a mason. Sorcesta. So, here's a fun thing for chat, sorry, not streaming right now. Fun thing for you viewers. Leave a comment. What would my title be? You can see Cendril. You can see how they all have the same Sorceress, Sorsta, SS. Hello! It turns into different things. Because sorcerers. Oh! Medium AP Orb. That's neat. Okay. Great Gorzy, GG. Many generations shall transpire before your duration in death exceeds your longevity in life. FF, famous fall one. Will your name ever be forgotten? Okay, so 8. So here. We get a little bit more treasure. I know this doesn't seem like much, but if we can get it to the end, 1, 2, 4, it's doubling. So it was 1, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 4. Maybe next room we'll find 1, 2, 8. Now it's gonna maybe continue on that path. If it doesn't, I'm sure if we can get all the way through this, we'll get something really nice. I like this puzzle. This puzzle is more up my alley. Way more than like an invisible wall puzzle or something like that. Okay. Plus, minus. Okay. So we have... Let's see. C is a hundred. C for century. For a hundred. So that's 201 plus 157. That's 358 minus 254. So 358 minus 254. 104. It's 101. 104. I think that's the right room. That's 100. That's 129. 104. I think I'm right. Alright. 1, 2, 4, and 8. 8. You're very clever, developers. Very clever. The inscription is as fresh as the day it was carved. Here lies Jesse Bickford, aka Captain Awesome. Ironic, because he died in a really lame way. I didn't win the battle. I just lost the war. Funny. Oh man, alright. Here we go. See, translating it into numbers and then doing the math in my head is a little tough. Okay, sorry for the cut there. I cannot do 74 times 59 in my head, so that's not happening. That's 4,366 divided by 2. That's 2,183. So 2,123. Enough. 2,183. 2,183. Okay, that's the right door. Let's check the rest of these. 2,389. 2,389. 2,103. 2,213. I may have... Yeah, I got that. 2,213. Right. Okay. So this door. 2,100 plus 50 plus 30 plus 3. 2,180. This door? Okay. It continues. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Again, it's doubling every time. There. I like there's no random encounters here. That's nice. Alright, get your math on. So, 4? Alright. I'm glad I grabbed the calculator. 4 divided by 54 gives you that number. And then you, which is a decimal. And then you times that by by 33. No, sorry. By 32. Which gives you a number. Subtract 1 from that. Because they're not in their own parentheses. And then multiply that by 16. That can't be right. I got a decimal. Do I round? Right? Because that's 4 divided by... No, sorry. That's not right. 4 divided by 64. 50 plus... So 64. That's less of a round number. It's 0.0625. Okay, so you do that. Then you multiply that by 32, which gives you 2. Nice. Good job. Subtract 1, which gets you 1. Then multiply that by 16, which gives you 16. So the answer is 16. You don't do 32 minus 1 and then multiply, because it would need a parentheses. You'd have to parentheses off the 32 minus 1. Again, math. Know your, know the order of operations. Okay. I was pretty good in school. Like I said, I didn't do well in Calculus 1, but that's not where my major is anyway. So, which is 16. That's the correct answer. 14, 25, 21, 12. Okay, this is the right door. But I am curious. If you, yeah, see, you get some decimal if you did the order of operations wrong. So it should be 16. Should be this door. Okay, I like how the statues keep changing as well. That's really cool. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and then of course 32. Alright, what are you gonna throw at me now, developers? What are you throwing at me now? Okay, so this is gonna be more about getting the number right. So you do D is 500, so C comes before it, so that's 400. So you take the 500 from the D, but C came first, so you subtract 100 because it's smaller. So 500 minus 1, so that's 440 because the X came before the L. So 50 minus 10, 40, and then 1 came before V, so that's 4. So it's 444. It's 444. Make sure I did that right, because that'd be 40, right? Minus 222. So you get 222. Funny. Yeah, they did that. You take that, divide 222 by 111, which gives you 2 minus 1 is 1. Funny, I didn't need the calculator for that one. Nope. It's 1. Remember, 1 is 1. It's in the middle door. Funny enough. Okay. It keeps going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm super curious. What lies at the end of this labyrinth? So 4. Okay, that's still 32. So it'd be 8. So you go in that order. You don't have to go in that order. And then of course, what do you get? 64. You just keep multiplying by 2. Elven friend, the value of B is the key. Ah! Oh no. Alright. Elven friend, they assume we're Elven. We got this far. Okay, alright. Then we can do a bit of algebra. So we have to find out what B is. Or you gotta work for it now. This is fun, right? See if you can figure it out before Cendril does. Who hasn't taken a math class in several years. Probably over a decade since I've taken a math class. Okay, so you have 2 times b minus 8 plus in parentheses, what will end up being 24 because it's 6 times 4 equals 20. Subtract 24 from both sides, gives you minus 4. So 2 times b minus 8 is negative 4. Add 8 to both sides, that'll get rid of the negative 8, which gives you 4. So 2 times b equals 4. Divide by 2 on both sides, b equals 2. There you go. You just have to you just have to take away things until you get to b. I don't have a good way to explain that. Hopefully you have had like an algebra class. So basically what I will try to explain it. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get to what b is. So you start taking away things from both sides of the equation. What you do to one side of the equation is what you must do to the other. So whatever you do to whatever's to the right or to the left of the equal sign, you have to do to the right. So like I did first, we get rid of 24. So you subtract 24 from both sides, which just leaves you with 2 times b minus 8 on one side, and then minus 4 on the other side, because 20 minus 24 is negative 4. Then we get rid of the minus 8. Well, how do we get rid of minus 8 from the 2 times b side? You add 8. That equals 0, and then it's gone. So you have to add 8 to the other side. So minus 4 plus 8 equals 4. Then we want to get rid of the times 2. Well, how do you get rid of times 2? You divide by 2. Then that just equals 1, and that cancels out. So you divide 4 by 2, it's 2. All you're left with is b, and then you have the value of b. b equals 2. Hopefully that made sense. 5, 4, 3, 2. Aldrin Treasure Tower Room. This precious emerald equipment and the accompanying recipes are the work of master dwarven metallurgist in Svarta. One day, ruby and sapphire equipment may become a reality. Until then, we count ourselves lucky to have been provided this emerald equipment for our expedition into the wilderness of the Aldrin continent. Good friend, this is your final test. Elven friend, in total, how much gold was in the last 7 rooms? Oh, jeez. Okay. So the first room had 1, and then it was 1 and 2, and then it was 1, 2, 4, and then 1, 2, 4, 8, and then 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and then 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and then 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. So you add all that up, that's 1 plus 3 plus 7. It's easier when I can write things down. 8, 12, 10, 15. 15 and 16 is 31. 31 plus 32 is 63. Plus 127. I hope I did that right. You basically take the last number you got and then add the new number. So 1 is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. And then if you don't just want to add it all up again, you know 1 plus 2 is 4 is now 7. Add 8, 15. Okay, that's what 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 equals. Then you know that's 15. 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 is 15. So add 16, that's 31. Now you know 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 is 31. So now add 32. That's how, so on and so forth. Now we add all of those up, so 247. Well, I messed that up. 247. Not plus 100. Not 127 plus 100. 127 plus 120. 247. Dummy. There we go. Emerald Cloak. Recipe for Invisibility Cloak. Recipe for Flash Lance and an Emerald Spear. The Emerald Spear does not do as much damage as the Adamantium Sword. The Spear does less damage. What you lose in attack power with the Spear, you gain in preemptiveness. The Spear is much lighter. So, less weight, and which gives you more preemptiveness. So you'll go faster with an Emerald Spear. We also have an Emerald Cloak now, which is just a straight upgrade from the Saint's Cloak. Equip that. Very cool. The only one that could use the spear is me. And I think I would actually rather have the attack power, personally. But we do have that recipe for a Flash Lance. Let's see what it takes to make that. Mix Emerald Spear plus 5 Banshee Locks plus 5 Banshee Locks and 5 times clusters of stingers. I don't know how much of that I'm going to leave in. Because that did take quite a while to piece that last one together after I messed up a few times. So I might cut some of that out, but just in case I cut some of it out, I messed up this final puzzle once. The magic of the stone has vanished. Because I messed up the equation, instead of doing 120 plus 127, I did 100 plus 127 for some goofy reason. And messed that up. But there you go! We did it! Awesome. Very pleased we completed that. So, next time, I guess we'll walk outside, and then we'll start heading up the tower. We'll see where walking outside gets us first. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a ton of fun with this puzzle episode. I liked that. That was doable, at least for me. I'm all right at math, so it was okay for me. I am sure there will be puzzles that really will trip me up, that not just of my own volition, but they're just hard for me. I don't do mazes very well, puzzles, especially like invisible wall puzzles, things like that. But that math puzzle, that was really cool, and we got some good gear out of it, plus just the satisfaction that we did it. So, I don't know, I really liked that. I thought that was fun. Again, thanks for watching. Until the next episode, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.